When I would go in the bathroom after I got beat and wipe the blood out of my mouth, or hold some ice up against my face, or check all over my body to see the track marks from where I got punched up, I needed Jesus, and that's who I called on. When I would sit on my room floor and contemplate taking a whole bottle of prescription pills, I needed Jesus, and that's who I called on. When I would smoke 6 to 7 blunts a day to myself, just to keep my mind at ease and to keep me feeling like I was not in this world, I needed Jesus, and that's who I called on. When I would drink bottles and bottles of Jose Cuervo and Douce and wine to myself daily, just so that I didn't have to deal with the loneliness and the depression and the hurt and the physical and emotional and financial pain I was going through, I needed Jesus. So that's who I called on. When I filled my void of childhood trauma, of daddy issues, of mommy issues, of self-esteem issues with sex, I needed Jesus. And that's who I called on. When I was extremely self-destructive, disrespectful, when I never had anything positive to say about myself, I needed Jesus. And that's who I wound up calling on. You see, following God is not just a trend for me. Following God is not just something that I'm speaking about so that I can feel like I'm on the bandwagon everybody else is on. I have always loved God. I have always called on God. I have been suicidal my whole life. I've always called on God, but I never surrendered to Him. A day after Easter in 2022, I surrendered to God completely. I finally got on my hands and knees and said, God, I surrender to you. I'm tired of running. I no longer have any control over my life. You have the will. That was the day I felt the shackles break. That was the day I never even realized I needed. That was the day that I no longer felt like I needed validation for anything from anybody. You're not going to use me. You're not going to hit me. You're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to make me feel invalidated in the way that I feel. And God built my self-esteem. My feminine intuition has always been strong, and God has always kept me out of situations. But I have always felt like my flesh knew better. So I would continue to place myself back in situations that God already pulled me out of. But surrendering means dying to self. It don't matter what I feel. It don't matter what I think. What matters is what God says is best for me. God pulled me and my children out of a very dangerous situation that could have ended fatally for all of us. And for that, I praise Him. This is personal for me. It's not for social media. I promise you that.